Something that a lot of people who don't stream and aren't really active on the platform don't realize is that a lot of streamers actually put themselves at risk just by streaming and just by being on the platform. And I wanted to share a story with you guys about something that happened to me that was very disturbing and very upsetting with somebody who stalked me and harassed me for a couple months. I think that this story is important because a lot of people want to break into streaming, or a lot of people are early in their streaming journeys, and I think it's really important to be wary of this kind of thing, and um, just to know the things that can happen, and especially if you're a female streamer, like you really need to be careful and take necessary steps to protect yourself from stalking and from harassment. I know streamers like Amaranth, the list of goes on of the amount of stalkers that they had. Like, I think Amaranth released like a list of hundreds of names of people who have stalked her. So way back about a year ago now, I was still pretty early in my streaming journey. I think it was only about like 6 or 7 months into streaming and doing YouTube and stuff. Um, I was playing DBD. DBD has always been like the main source of content on my channel, and we loaded into a game, and I was running the perks Unbreakable and Soul Guard, and just playing the game, just casually playing the game, and so 5 gens were completed, and the Nemesis hooked the Nia, and we're in the end game, and I do a lot of dumb shit as Survivor, and so I go down, and then I pick myself up with Unbreakable, and then I run to the hook, and I take a soul because the Nemesis is camping. He's camping the hook, and I take a soul guard hit, unhook. This was before there was base kit BT, and the Nemesis downs the Nia, and as soon as I unhook, the Nemesis just chases her a little bit, downs her, hooks her, kills her. She's dead. And then the Nemesis hooked me and killed me. Not really a big deal at all. Like, this kind of thing happens all the time in the game. And the Nia, of course, it's got to be a Nia every single time. So the Nia comes into my stream and says something to the effect of, like, "Are you that fucking stupid? Like, you don't know how to play the game?" And I was just, like, "I tried to use Soul Guard to get you off the hook. Okay, sorry it didn't work out. Like, deal with it." And then this person started to insult my appearance. Talking about like my forehead and like all this and that, which like usually I don't care about. Like, as a streamer, I've had every single like square inch of my appearance insulted and made fun of and stuff, and obviously as somebody who's putting themselves out there, that's you're gonna get that a lot. But so he's insulting my appearance, and I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't having like the best day ever. I was dealing with a lot of different stress at the time, and so I snapped back at him. I was insulting him and kind of just making fun of him and talking about how, like, "Oh, you're just a keyboard warrior," this and that, and we went back and forth, and the people in chat were kind of making fun of him too. What I should have done was just banned him and then stopped responding, but I talked some shit, and we talked some shit back and forth, and then I banned him, because I was done with it, and he wouldn't let it go. Half an hour went by, and we're like, "Okay, like, let's move on now." Like, and so we banned him. Not even 5 minutes later, a new account with a name. The name was something insulting towards my appearance, right? And the name, uh, I can't even remember. There's so many names. So he was using his account name and using a VPN to avoid the ban detection. Every single time he would follow with a new name, and on Twitch, my follower um, notification would display the name, so that the name which was insulting me would appear, and it would appear on my stream for everybody to see. That's when it started getting really, really bad. This person, make a new account every. It only took him like 2 minutes roughly to make a new account and to follow me and to keep harassing me. And at the time, like during the stream when this was happening, like I'm just laughing it off. I'm like, "Oh, you're sad, dude. Like this is sad. Like, like whatever. Like go touch grass." And but he just didn't stop. It just didn't stop. Um, then it started getting into threats. He was insulting my appearance, and I said on stream, I was like, why don't you join my Discord and you can send a picture of yourself, and so we can all see what you look like, and I regret saying 90% of the things that I said to this person. And when people come into my stream now to talk shit, I will just ignore it. Like I just, and that's probably the biggest piece of advice I could give to another streamer, is that if somebody is coming into your stream to obviously get a rise out of you, don't give them that rise. Don't talk back to them. Completely ignore them. If you have mods, then get your mods to just ban them, time them out. And if somehow they're able to, use a VPN, whatever, to come back and keep harassing you and ban evading, then just ban the new account, ignore it. That's the best thing that you can do. So he keeps coming back with these accounts, and during the stream I was just kind of brushing it off, like whatever, you're sad. But then it started getting more and more disturbing. Like he would just start saying these things like making these threats, and then being like weirdly like sexual with me, like I don't even want to repeat some of the messages that he would send, but and this was just from the first day. This was just from the first like interaction with this person. And then, it just got so bad. It got so bad that I had to like end the stream pretty much. I was going to end the stream soon anyway, but I had to end it early because I just like, you know, I couldn't deal with it. Like it was just like, what's the point? Like this is like really frustrating me. And again, at the time I didn't really understand that, you got to ignore these people. Like I had no idea. I was still very new to streaming and all of that. So we end the stream, and then I look at my my everything, and my Discord messages were flooded from this person, threats and other disturbing things. My Steam, this person messaged me on Steam. My Twitch whispers, like I never checked them, but yeah, I my Twitch whispers were flooded, and this person just did not stop. The next day I streamed, and the whole stream, and I just tried to ignore it, and but we just kind of kept making fun of them and stuff. But in the back of my mind, I was kind of concerned, right? Like it's kind of scary. After about a week of this back and forth with this person, and receiving these threats and stuff like that, it was at the point where I was pretty concerned. This person was saying they were going to drive to my location, talking about how much money it would cost them to come to where I live, and cause me harm. And it was getting to the point where um I did not really feel safe a lot of the time, like going to work. I work with the public with my job, and I didn't feel safe. I'm not somebody who's afraid of fighting and stuff like that. But when you have somebody like this who's saying things that like I don't even want to repeat the things that this person was saying that they were going to do to me, and combining that with these weird like sexual remarks towards me and stuff like that, it was just really unsettling. And I remember going to work and just constantly looking over my shoulder and being very afraid. And this went on for months, literal months. This went on every single stream. I before a stream I would tell myself, like, don't respond, don't give them that inch. If you give them that inch, then they're gonna take a mile, and then they win. If you react, they win. And yeah, every single day was just a nightmare, and I was so beyond stressed, beyond stressed. I remember that at least once a stream there would be about like 5 to 10 to sometimes like 20 new accounts that this person would make. And yeah, for about like 2.5 to 3 months, I think at least in total this person made probably like 100 accounts, at least 100 different accounts. And keep in mind, this wasn't just um secluded to the streams. This was my Discord DMs, my Twitch whispers, and other things as well. Thankfully, I didn't have like my personal social media on my link to my accounts. But yeah, I would be lying if I said that I wasn't kind of nervous. But I did some research, and I looked into things that we could do. And obviously I wanted to get the law involved because I was being threatened on a daily basis. And what ended up happening was I didn't talk to a lawyer, but I had everything prepared for a lawyer, and I was willing to go to a lawyer very soon and present them everything. I screenshotted everything, every single threat. I screenshotted all of it. And so this person, my stalker actually kind of fucked up because they made the mistake of having some very crucial information about themselves on their Steam profile. And through this little tidbit of information, I was able to find this person's full name, where they live, and even jobs that they have worked and their current job. So I was really ready to take this to this person, and we were prepared to deliver them a what's known as a peace bond, I believe. Yes, we were prepared to deliver them a peace bond, which is just a documentation that says that you'll leave this person alone, and if you don't, then you are breaching. Then you are clearly breaching this. You don't care, and it's just something that can help put this person away and get them into legal trouble. And so we were prepared to do that. And this person was aware of it. They, because I talked about it briefly on stream, the things that I was preparing to do. And but it wasn't even that. This seemed to actually like excite this person. They were saying things like, I can't wait to see you in court, and like as if they were gonna like do something to me like in the courtroom or something. But I was still gonna go through it anyway. Hell, what ended up happening was my reputation on Twitch and it expands a little bit. A lot of other streamers know me, especially like the other low level guys like me. This person ended up was a follower of another streamer that knew me, and I had a good standing with them, and they ended up talking about me in their stream, and that other streamer had nothing but good things to say about me, and he was saying like some of the things that he did, and then obviously that streamer was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you need to go apologize right now. So I was streaming a random horror game, and this person came in and they apologized, like this lengthy apology, and it was really weird, especially after like months of stalking and harassment. um and they apologized, and like naturally I just ignored it. At this point, anything that this person said I would just ignore. And I looked at the apology. I said nothing. I didn't even like flinch, not even a muscle. I looked, I read this massive apology. I didn't even read all of it. I read half of it, and then just kept doing my thing. No way in fucking hell should you ever be forgiven for doing something like that. If you're the kind of person to literally stalk and harass somebody for months over a fucking game of Dead by Daylight, you do not deserve to be forgiven. If you're somebody who does this to like female streamers, like you stalk them and you harass them and you threaten them, you don't deserve to be forgiven. I truly believe that like there is a special place in hell for these people. I'm not going to forgive you. But anyway, after that, it stopped. So it wasn't even me threatening to take legal action that stopped. It was just thankfully my good reputation with other streamers that got this person to stop. And can't even describe how lucky I feel for this, because other streamers don't get this. Other streamers don't get that lucky break that I did. I can't tell you the amount of other streamers that I know that have had stalkers, and it goes on for upwards of a year, sometimes even more than a year. I'm very thankful that it did stop, and I haven't dealt with anything like that to that extent since then. But I've been very wary, and I learned a lot from it. So if you are somebody who's looking to stream, and you are somebody who wants to get into that, um, know that there is a lot that you can do. There is a lot that you can do, but one of the biggest mistakes that people make is they'll go to the police immediately without having a lot of evidence. Um, Police aren't going to do anything unless a crime has been committed. If a crime hasn't been committed and it's just random little bits of evidence of a potential crime, they're not going to do anything. What you need to do is talk to a lawyer. Talk to a lawyer, present the evidence that you have, and this person can be in most cases taken to civil court, and legal punishment can happen. People do time for threatening people, for harassment, for stalking. People do go behind bars for that kind of thing, but you have to take the matter into your own hands and understand that there is a lot you can do, but you just have to know what to do, and understand that you have the power to do things. Um, when people are making threats online and stuff like that, that is evidence. So screenshot everything for one. If they're sending you voice recordings, get a video recording, screen capture it, etc. And compile everything. Take that to a lawyer, and the lawyer will help you in hopefully tracking this person down and taking that person to court. Sometimes it can be really hard, and sometimes it's not easy to track these people down. But there is a lot that you can do. Another thing, don't feed into people who are trolling you, people who are insulting you. Don't feed into these people, and you're giving them spotlight too. And that's what a lot of these people want, is they want that spotlight. Uh, so ignore these people at all costs. If you have mods, talk to your moderators about the boundaries that you want to set. If people are insulting you, what constitutes a ban, and just leave it up to your mods, and they will, if you talk to them, they'll get rid of them. You know, being a streamer is not easy, and people don't understand that it's not easy. Sometimes it's really hard, and you're putting yourself out there, and you're just trying to grow, and there's always going to be people like this on the internet. I hope that helps somebody, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be careful out there if you're a streamer, and if this ever happens to you, you got my support and my deepest sympathies. If you've made it this far in the video, I just wanted to say how much I appreciate you, and to everybody who supports me. We love you. Hey, Mikey. We love you. Have a good day, guys. Peace.